How would you react if I told you UX design was dead? I mean, finished, over with, finito, whatever you want to call it. Would that give you pause, or would that inspire you to dig a little deeper? Well, there are many designers out there saying that UX design, UI design, and graphics altogether are dying due to AI. So we'll talk about that a little bit today and give you my perspective on where I believe the industry, UX designers, UI designers, and more are moving to. In other words, how we see the future for product designers. If that's your jam like it is mine, stay tuned for more. Many design thinkers nowadays are really taking a stance, and they're saying design, specifically UX design, is dead. Much of this comes due to the rise of AI tools. Many have said that UI, UX, the field itself, is being obliterated by the shift in people using more AI tools. I'm sure you've seen, if not one, then many AI tools that are creating apps, creating websites, and really eliminating the need to have a traditional designer in place to create them. I'm all for change, and I'm all for the momentum that technology is bringing and the disruption overall. I will say AI has made design for some easy. Now, let me clarify that and enjoy the vibes. You know, this is one I had in the closet. I had to pull it out for this occasion. You're saying design is dead when design is alive and well. AI design has allowed individuals to use prompts in order to create digital products. Now, traditionally, designers have taken time, weeks, months, sometimes years, creating full-on projects and full-on products that move the needle not only for their projects, but also disrupt different industries. And lately, you've learned about prompt engineering, generative AI, and so many more tools that have made it so much easier to create these products. Well, here's the thought. AI tools have made it easy, but not better, not at this particular time. You're still starting to see, once someone enters a prompt or starts to create them using a tool, you're really starting to see more poor typography. The words are jumbled, or you have discrepancies in these artifacts. You're also starting to see outdated layouts and structures of content. So not only do you have a mismatch in how they're arranged and how they're laid out in the view are sometimes jumbled and wild. It leaves no room to think through the problem. Now, when it comes to products, digital products for that matter, we really try to focus on the user and the audience we're there to serve. A human thinking about another human, there are a lot of things we must consider. The nuances of behavior, mental models, and so many more things. Those are the details that AI has yet to improve on. As much as it is easier to get a starting point, it doesn't eliminate the role of a traditional designer. I'll make that known here, right now, because I truly believe that is the case. The problem that we're seeing now is there are so many designers understanding that UI can create tools and products for them. With a slight prompt, anyone could be a designer. But what you lose out when it comes to traditional designers, or those who have learned the skill and spent quality time mastering it, is the level of critical thinking that goes along with problem solving. For instance, if you had a young adult and you said, hey, solve this problem. It could be a financial one like balance a checkbook. Many would try, but due to the lack of experience and the time needed to develop those skills, they can't really be successful at doing it. It doesn't take a push of a button to do that. It takes time and experience. And that's what is lacking for most when they use AI. So these junior level designers, or those who are new to the space, really rely heavily on just adding prompts to get them the results that's needed. And businesses are more focused on hyper growth and scaling. And just putting up one product is not going to move or shift things in a positive direction right away. It takes someone to finesse and craft that experience to better suit the needs of the user. That is what businesses are focused on. There's a YouTube designer, Punit, who talked about this, and also studying and looking at reputable companies who voice their opinions on this. Nielsen Norman Group, who have been saying there is a shift in the UX design field. I truly believe that. There is a discussion around the value of UX and UI replacement, how that looks not only now, but forward toward the future. And if you're not ready, that will take a turn for the worst. Looking at it from that lens, it also speaks highly towards the user journey, more so focused on journey-centric design. I've done a video on something that's related to customer experience, how each phase of that journey, that customer journey, leads you to ultimate conversion, or depending on your goals of the business, how they move through the phases of that journey. These now become, instead of products, they become journeys, so that each touch point leads the user, or the customer in this instance, to a successful result of what they're searching for. This also heightens things for the business, because no longer will you need multiple people or resources for it. You can start to design AI bots or AI automation to allow you to maximize each phase through the process and then oversee and manage it collectively. I do believe there's a valuable shift there. There will also need to be human insight, because it's humans talking and working with humans. That's a valuable and respectful thing. With other designers making statements in regards to this, they're not wrong. No, but they're also not right. UX is not dead. What I believe is there's going to be a complete shift in all the products and how we actually build them in the future. This new shift will be remote service products. Now, this already is happening currently. There has been a rise in remote products. Think of ordering out and getting food. There are tools and apps like Uber Eats who allow you to order your food and either have it delivered to you, or you can actually pick it up. That's remote service provider. Think of Amazon, where you can pay for Prime and have it delivered without going to the store. Or streaming platforms like Netflix and Hulu and all of the other big name players that are allowing video, and in music case, Spotify, that are allowing our regular lives to be completely controlled remotely from a device. And you'll start to see service businesses shift in that way. Now, how we as designers can improve on this, we have the liberty and the luxury to understand and show what good design can do for businesses. Using AI as a complementary skill to your traditional or fundamental design expertise will be a game changer. You will then use AI to improve workflows, to structure things for you, and also to help push forward processes that will be great, not only for the business, but how you work. Now, I myself use AI in a few different ways. It's complementary to me. I'll use it for wireframes with a tool like Relumeai, and that will help me supercharge the structure and layout of content. I also use it for design inspiration if I want color palettes or different choices there. It's a great tool for that. Most importantly, copywriting. I use AI for copywriting entirely. No longer do I have to go back and forth with clients about figuring out what they have as far as content to give me and work with them on it. I can use AI to my advantage and see it give the best value for the product. So that is my prediction. We will start to continuously see the rise in tools and products that will help as designers move and improve our workflow. And if you aren't willing to adapt that into your current process, you will be an AI prompt designer. And that's scratching the surface of quality design. Whether you're a designer, a traditional designer or not, I'm curious of what you think. Is UX design dead? Is graphics design and all of these other disciplines dead due to AI? Let me know in the comments below on just what you think. And if you want more design tips, tools, strategies, just design thinking, feel free to hit that subscribe button and send me a like. That's my current prediction on where AI and design merge. That friction point, that split in the road, and how they can become synergistic to make you a better designer. You know your life has color, so make sure to design it that way. And I will see you in the next one. Take care. For a video review on an AI tool for wireframing, check this video. And for more tips, more tools, and just more discussion around design, hit that subscribe button. And thank you in advance.